Oh, my fault. I was trying to get you some knee room.
No, I don't need no knee room. My fault. NERDSoul. Late yo kid at OneYoungsta holding it down. Bring that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another wonderful episode of movie reviews. We got some fun stuff going on. I'm with two amazing gentlemen. To my left, you know him from NSG, NERDSoul Gaming, Woo-Ha Flavor. CeeBrown, say what's up.
Yo, what's up? Bringing y'all that Woo-Ha flavor, you know.
And to my right, esteemed colleague, business insider extraordinaire, entrepreneurial presence in the clothing industry, Curo Brand's own, KAIZER.
What's up?
So we are getting into spoilers for, of course, Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker.
We're doing full spoilers.
Full spoilers.
Okay.
Talk about whatever you want. This is my second time seeing it, so it's both of y'all's first time. What's your, how did you feel coming out of the theater?
I liked it.
Definitely a step up.
Okay. Favorite moment?
The whole movie. I didn't have any problems with it.
Alright. Favorite moment is probably when the Emperor throws the lightning blast up.
Yeah. Unlimited power.
I was like, oh, and the sound it made, I was like, so we still trying to defeat dude or?
Yo, dude got mad pop. That dude, that's one of them situations where he gotta die.
I mean, he gotta die. It was like, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, it's but he gotta die. Favorite moment for you?
Probably, I know this is gonna be very wrong, but when she accidentally killed Chewie, I was like, oh no, you on the dark side, Bucko. Ain't no coming back from that.
Yo, it was an accident. She didn't even know that was gonna come out of her
It
head.
don't matter.
She did that before. She was like, oh.
She was like, oh snap.
So when you trying to tell me if I accidentally shoot someone, I'm like, oh, it just went off.
No, but
nah.
if you
already know you're handling a lethal
weapon, but she was just using her hand to kind of
she didn't
pull.
She's never lightninged it before.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it comes out and she's like, oh snap, what? Lightning comes out of this? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It wasn't
if you were, let's say you were cooking dinner, all of a sudden lightning come out your hand, set the whole stove on fire.
Handle with care, your homies up there. Cause let's say, let's say she didn't electrocute it. Or they would have ripped it apart.
She's even seen lightning.
Nope, she hasn't even seen Force Lightning.
Because
I'm pretty sure she's heard of it.
Did Snoke use it on her in Last Jedi? No, he only used it on Kylo.
One Jedi who basically abandoned her.
Okay, very much true. There's so many things that could have went wrong. They could have crash landed that joke. They could have ripped it apart because they could have been tugging at it.
And then you would have saw Chewie
yeah, she would have caught him. She would have
so it was multiple things that could have went wrong in that situation.
Oh man, this is, I guess. Do you want to approach any of the controversy of everybody generally hating it? Because honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm the only person that likes the new Star Wars stuff, and not saying that I'm like, oh, these are Best Picture nominated films, but I enjoy it. I have fun
People
watching
need stuff to hate, man. At this point, the next whatever trilogy that comes up or fleet of Star Wars films, because Disney about to get crazy.
Yeah.
People will watch whatever happens next, and they're like, man, it wasn't like episode 9.
Yeah, because that's what'll happen.
Didn't you hate episode 9?
Yeah, because it's funny seeing all the people that hated on Rian Johnson now coming out, kind of defending Rian Johnson. Yo, why y'all crapping on Last Jedi? Y'all ain't gonna do Rian Johnson like that. It's like, hold up, didn't you hate Rian Johnson 2 years ago?
And I just saw somebody post an article in a group chat I'm in before they even see the movie from Forbes online.
Forbes, the name you know and trust in movies.
No. Go see the movie, formulate your own opinion.
Go in there
with what's the word?
Pre-existing
predispositions. About the movie that you just go see it first.
Go see it.
Stop hating on stuff before you even know anything about it.
Yeah, because when I came out of the theater, I was like, yo, this is a good way to kind of consolidate everything, give some closure, and send people off at a happy note. And then I get online and I'm like, oh.
People just angry, just beat.
People ain't liking that joint.
But but out of all the new movies or all the cinematic stuff that's been going on, except for the original 3, the only 2 that I liked was Rogue One and this one.
Okay. And see, for me, each chapter has something that I dig in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when it comes to the prequels, which I've, described many times as like kind of being cool moments wrapped in bad movies. Like, there's still stuff that I can enjoy about them.
Yep.
But this movie, I think, works well with actually finally bringing our 3 main characters together. Mm-hmm. And showing that even though they disagree on stuff, they can still be cool. They can still work as a unit. They can still be friends, even though they don't see eye to eye on everything.
I want to know why they won't give my man force powers. Because he force sensitive.
Yeah.
He's feeling it all movie.
Yeah, he was feeling it. And see, when episode 7 came out, I was thinking that The Force Awakens meant these 3
they were going to be
all experiencing the Force in different ways. Like, so Rey is kind of like your standard Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, she uses the Force normally like a Jedi. And then, of course, Finn would be more empathic.
Yeah.
Where, the Force was able to snap him out of the mental conditioning and all that. And then
the Poe would be motion.
Motion and being able to kind of like, shooting down Death Star.
Yeah.
Like, his Force ability or the way he uses the Force even, subconsciously is how he's able to fly the way he does.
Yeah.
Now, of course, that did not pan out. That is not how the movie's played to be. But they did try to throw Finn a bone or two, with like, I can feel it. I know it's real now, blah, 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 stuff like that.
Yeah, which tells you he's force sensitive. So
yeah.
He had a little training.
Be like,
get his, Leia got trained late.
Yeah.
Finn get his training on, so whatever the next trilogies are, I don't know how far the future is going to be or whatever. I'm saying, get a lightsaber and stuff.
That's a stretch.
What?
It's a stretch. What?
Because
hold on, when they brought out the new movies, y'all remember the first trailer? The way they cut it, it looked like Finn was that guy.
Yeah.
Instead of Rey coming. We thought it was all Finn. It was like, oh snap!
They did
it's only him. And then the movie came out, you were like.
They tried to use black people to get on that joint. They tried to use.
Because I remember that joke. They cut the scene when he was in the desert and like something happened. He's like, I was like, oh snap, it's gonna get real.
I do really like Rey's new lightsaber. Like the way she turned it on, she was just like click. It was like, oh, that's
yellow
dope.
Joint.
Everybody else got like the bulky button, like the old joints.
Yeah,
like the bulky button.
It looks like she kind of like cut off a piece of her staff and like.
It made it.
Yeah,
but
I didn't like that though.
Yeah, I'm feeling it
because it reminds me of Darth Maul, and I hate that they killed him. I'm gonna take that to my grave. Because it looked like she's gonna have the double joint, and I'm like, come on, man. They killed Darth Maul.
I like how they killed Darth Maul though.
What? He had one movie. He was the sweetest.
No, I'm talking about in the animated series and stuff after that. Subsequent.
Yes, cool. Thumbs up.
Oh, you like movies?
Cinematic.
He's talking about like if anybody just watched episode 1.
Oh yeah.
And didn't actually go through like Clone
Wars.
And
then Rebels and stuff.
Like all these other characters that just slid through a couple of movies. He didn't make it.
True. Because Count Dooku was sweet in the animated series, but in the movie, Count Dooku he didn't seem that dangerous.
He got a CGI buff.
And then Mace Windu got tossed out of the window. It's like, stop it.
Yo, Mace Windu straight up beat the Emperor 1-on-1.
And he was like, call everybody else.
And didn't bust a sweat neither. He was just like, all right, cool.
He was like, nah, I got this. Call everybody else.
Yeah. He was like, all right, we're cool, we done. I got this.
But see, we wouldn't have no more movies.
Yeah, that's true.
Mace Windu would have just like, click, did it.
How are we feeling about, Palpatine coming back? And how he came.
I like how they did it because they had my man on a respirator. He was like all
his fingers was gnarled off and stuff. He had like little like tubes and stuff.
It's like, how come you can't move your own body?
I'm just on a crane. But with that, being able to manipulate the Force the way he did to create Snoke and actually have like a living, moving kind of like
Well, I mean,
puppet.
he kind of
Like, dude still like.
I mean, if his body don't work,
Sith.
his mind and his connection to the dark side of the Force got to be on point.
True that.
He can't go nowhere, so you better be doing some mind practices, some mind puzzles and quizzes, keep your mind sharp.
How you feeling about your boy Palpatine? Palpatine.
He was it was definitely a treat to see him. Like some just old school dark evil, like ain't no reasoning, I ain't crying, I ain't whimpering. Like you ain't gonna change what I'm thinking. Like both of these characters was like Kylo and then Rey. There's a lot of emotion going on, and I know that Luke and Leia and all them did that in the original 3. But I just needed somebody to just come in there and be like, look, either you gonna die or you gonna die. That's it.
It was a little quicker with the deaths and not like dragging stuff out.
Yeah, like I'll agree. Palpatine, the way they set him up in this one actually shows like he is on like master level manipulator stuff. Now, with that said, where all those Sith minions come from? He had like thousands upon thousands of people just like, yeah, we down with you. Or something like that.
I guess they just like worshippers.
He was just
they're not necessarily like Force sensitive. There's a whole bunch of people in dark robes just like, yeah, it's dope.
Yeah,
it's dope.
Well, he said that he was building his fleet, so who knows who he might have been kidnapping people too. Or he might have had people on stash too, because they said that the Jedis were gone or whatever. He could have been snatching people off on the low key because nobody expected him to still be alive.
That's
true.
So he was working behind the scenes and nobody knew how to get there. But
being in the like the outer rim or the unknown regions kind of afforded him the freedom to do what he wanted.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, where he was at was considered a myth. Like nobody had like clear like, oh, I've been to that planet. Nobody knew. So like everybody like we've heard of it.
And of course, since the Sith language is not allowed to be spoken, and you know, it was a good setup. I did like that they started off this movie like from the jump, like we ain't playing. Like they're like Kylo was like Kylo was like, who are you? Where you at? I want to kill you. Blah blah blah. And he was like, I'll give you everything.
And he was like,
everything.
And the scene just cuts. Everything. Next scene, he's like on a big ship. He's like, he gave me everything.
Because even to go back on this Darth Maul thing, y'all gonna hear this every time you see me on a Star Wars drum. I would have loved to see Kylo kill Darth Maul. I would have been okay with that. Like if he, like somebody sent him to test him, like to see if he was really Sith, and they was like, we got a test for you. Or he ran into some type of way they clashed, and that's how he earned his push to be in the front line.
You know, Darth Maul would have been like 101 years old by the time.
Darth Maul would have been. Also, his storyline ending with Obi-Wan made a lot of sense. I gotta show you the Clone Wars series.
Yeah, because Obi-Wan was nice.
Like season 4 and 5, and then Rebels season 4. Or
General Kenobi was nice.
Yo, Kenobi
was like,
you know, like Kenobi crushed like
the James Bond Jedi. Like he was kind of reckless. He was like doing his own
thing. Like a little bit of reckless, but not super reckless.
But he was still like with the right side. But he was still kind of like.
That's very much true, but Darth Maul was dark and he went down with nobody. He was just like, I'm out here to kill.
I did like that.
He ain't talk, he ain't out there, he was just like Palpatine. I ain't talking about all this, I'm about to kill you. That's it.
But he wasn't on Palpatine's level.
Oh, no.
Now, I do think...
But we don't know because he got smoked too quick.
I think a Prime Maul versus a Kylo Ren would actually go in Maul's way.
Yeah, that would definitely go Maul's way.
I think
Maul,
like Kylo Ren could take a
saber wise,
but we don't even know what his power, his full extent of Kylo's powers either, because he was just scratching the surface.
Okay,
like we see him choke out some regular people that had no force, and then he fighting a girl that doesn't know her potential. So it's like we didn't really see him go off.
All right, I'll give you that. Now, speaking of the saber stuff, I do like in this movie that we got to see great feats of the Force, because sometimes I think we don't get to see that like we should. Yeah. You know, like most of the time it's like, just pull out the lightsaber and cut somebody. I'm like, yo, there's tons of cool stuff with the Force that you can do. You know, like.
But it's open-ended because of like how they've originally explained it since like the first movie.
Yeah.
So it's like super open-ended, and I feel like
you can control minds.
The only reason
for a short period, I guess,
they haven't been able to show a lot is because of like the effects that they were kind of like lacking back in the day. Now it's like withdraw your life force. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh, we can show that.
Oh, snap.
We can
Like,
show
that's
stuff like
crazy.
that. It's like, oh, I can hear you.
And then you can see like the difference between the Sith and like, you know. So that means that Rey, if they go forward with anything with Rey, which I think would be smart to pick up on a story with these three, say like 10 years or so from now. Like let it die down, and then pick up somewhere where they have to go do a mission together or something like that. And it could be cool.
But this is supposed to
especially since we have Disney Plus, you can have a nice little, you know, like straight to Disney Plus movie that could be hot.
And because they did like leave it open-ended, but they ended the story like kind of nicely or whatever. But it's supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga. So her being like, I'm Rey Skywalker at the end, it's kind of like, but you Palpatine, you know. And Luke told you.
But here's the thing.
Luke told you, don't be afraid of who you are. This is who you are. But
I don't
let that define you.
Yeah, and see, my thing is, I didn't see it like that, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Me was, all right, this is who he said I was.
Yeah.
Like, I had no choice to be a Palpatine. Like, you know how they say,
but
like, you choose your family.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm casting that away. You know, I don't want to be affiliated with him. That's not me. I've never wanted to be that. And my parents were not trying to be that. So they had already cast that off. I'm casting that off and becoming the family that I chose, the family that, you know, or chose me as well. So I kind of see it kind of like that.
People from Lucasfilm shouldn't come out, but it's the end of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, this is, it's
Knowing
weird. It's kind of like
it
it is, because you don't have to do anything else with Rey, because she's kind of realized herself, sort of, you know what I'm saying? She's kind of like realized who she is.
I disagree with that. I'll tell you why. Because she's the one who's now brought balance to the Force. Alright, in my head, balance means this even kill. You got even amount of dark, even amount of light. Now with the yellow saber, I know that was more tied to the guard.
Like the Jedi guards or whatever.
And I think it's also associated with like a gray Jedi.
Yeah, even though they've said that there aren't, you know, they're not doing the gray.
They're not doing it. Yeah. But
even though they could always change it.
They could easily change that.
They could always change that at the drop of a hat.
But since she is the one who has brought balance, somebody's got to rebuild the Jedi.
Yeah.
And so to go forward, it's hard to go forward without referencing her, like at all.
Cause she's the new Yoda now.
You gotta make some calls.
Well, no, she ain't no.
No. I'm not saying like her powers and her
she's
strength.
the only one.
But she's gonna be the starting point now.
She's the only one that can teach.
And at the end of the Skywalker saga, it is because yes, she chose, but that bloodline is
that
gone.
bloodline is gone.
It's cut.
There's no other family. That's it.
That bloodline is cut. So technically, that's true.
Yeah. So, I mean, she could sort of carry on the bloodline because like nobody will know, essentially. But you know, you never know how that'll play out. Now, what do you think about your boy Babu Frick? Yo, Babu Frick is sweet. He's like a dude that's like this big, but he's like an ill mechanic. Or he's like an electrician or something.
Like the way of speaking was like alien in English. It was like a Spanglish type of joint. But he was just popping in and out. I was like, I understood that word. And then like, I don't understand the rest.
I don't know exactly what
but I understand his reactions. He's like, hey!
He's like, hey!
It's like,
cool. So why did we bring you along?
Because it's like moral support. It's like, yo, we took the ship down. He come out like, hey!
He's like, we good.
I think the henchmen got dealt with too easy as well.
Henchmen meaning
Knights of Ren?
I don't know what their names are, but the dudes that Kylo fought at the end.
Yeah, those were his knights.
Those were his people.
But they still got dealt with.
But he taught them everything they know.
But
he is
give us something. We're now in the last battle scene.
Let me put it. I'm gonna put it to you this way.
Okay.
You ever watched the second live action Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
And he was training with Splinter?
Yeah.
And Splinter mollywop him?
Yeah.
It was like that.
But good point.
I agree with that.
It was like them trying to come up with
I agree with that. But my thing is, you're at the climax point of like these.
That wasn't the climax. That was pre-climax.
That was like pre.
No, the battle was already going. Like we're already in it. Like this is the last fight.
It wasn't like the full. It wasn't like a full.
They're an obstacle to the last battle.
But it was a 3. It was Sky, that joint, and then getting to the boss.
He's on his way.
And he's like, oh, I'm alright, let's go to the end, guys. Like, come on.
That joint was bad.
Y'all did all this stalking to get swept up that quick?
If you a master and these are all your students,
they're all his students,
yeah,
man. He know all their moves.
Because he taught it to them. So he's like, if I do this, you gonna do this, and you know what I'm about to do.
And what?
He just IP random and was like, I'm
exactly.
Out
that was supposed to happen.
He put the lightsaber behind his back, and the dude hit it, and he had a look on his face like
he knew the timing and everything. He was like,
he was like, of course. Yeah.
all right. Let's say I give y'all that. Maybe they should have fought more then.
Yes, I do think that the Knights of Ren should have had
people been looking for Knights of Ren since like the first one.
Knights of Ren are essentially this.
Well,
the Knights of Ren and Captain Phasma are like this trilogy's Boba Fett. Like they look cool, but you don't really see them do a lot.
That's what I'm saying. It's so y'all stalking when y'all gonna get some action.
When they get killed, it's like
because like Captain Phasma looks mad sweet,
all
chromed out with the cape, and then what happens? Pop down in the trash. And then after that, then she went down in the, I don't know, in the ship. She just went.
And then Knights of Ren, pop.
And then Knights of Ren, slack.
All them dudes are sweet, and they got wiped off the back.
Next. All right, so
they want the guys.
I'm gonna bring up something that's been bothering me since Force Awakens. Stolen moments between Rey and Finn. If Finn bet money, if Finn was casted as a white character, they would have been kissed a long time ago.
All day.
All right. In Force Awakens, when she's like, "Oh, you came to save me," and Chewie says like it was his idea, and she looks at him, and she looks at him for a second, and then hugs him real hard. That would have been a kiss if it was a white. If this was a Bruce Willis movie, Van Damme movie, Vin Diesel movie. Well, no, I'll take back Vin Diesel because we know Chris Hemsworth, any Paul Rudd, any white dude that's out now doing stuff. It would have been a kiss. Then in Last Jedi, when they break through the rocks and they run to each other and hug each other, but there's no kiss. If it was a white man, it would have been a kiss. Now, conversely, in this joint, them responding to like the whole Reylo thing, which I never really got. I never really cared about the Reylo thing. I think that's just something that kind of caught steam somehow.
I feel like they should have built on that a little bit more.
Yeah, because it was rando as I don't know.
Yeah,
what.
That connection was just like, oh, it's just a random connection. Like you don't just have a random.
Or maybe you know what I'm saying. You give out a kiss because somebody literally resurrected you. I guess that's fair. But the whole thing is the connection between Finn and Rey has been extremely strong the whole trilogy. And
except
you iced my man out.
This film
because it was a brother.
This film was kind of
at the same
weird.
Time.
This film was weird because in the beginning they sort of almost kind of played it between Poe and Rey because they had a whole bunch of like back and forth and they were like not getting along. But that's how Han and Leia were.
True. But then you see he got his own girl on Kojima.
And then you like
Kojima.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, that's
you're
fine.
like, oh, that's his girl.
And then like Finn, when they're sinking in the sand, he's like, I never told. And he's like, okay, that's still there.
Yeah, that's still there.
And then you're like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then
because I mean, look, even in this movie, she went out on this the skipper or whatever. Mm-hmm. Who did he stay on? Did he stay on land? No, he went after her.
But then old girl was like tagging along for like everything. So I'm like,
she was like,
are they gonna do the whole like
you black, so y'all just get together? It's like no, they have had the chemistry since the first movie.
Yeah.
Now, here's my theory. Disney don't be mad, but you can be mad if you want. It's because he's black. You don't want a black man romancing a white woman.
I mean,
or they don't want the extra hate that they're gonna get. It's like we already getting hate. We don't need no more hate.
Yeah, because they already hate.
We already getting hate.
There's already hate because she's a female.
And then
And then like Kylo Ren was like the antagonist for the majority of the time.
Yeah.
He's redeemed himself and everything.
Yeah.
Which to me was the Rise of Skywalker part.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that would have been, I guess, more of a double-edged sword of them like having a white female hero and then like, oh, she with the black dude.
Yeah. That it probably would have wouldn't have went well.
Yeah.
They already didn't like it. Yeah, so
that just gave them more reason to just be mad at the film. Not that it's a bad film or they want to entertain.
I'm gonna tag in on this, Jack.
Tag.
Alright, tag it.
Two things. One, they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to bring an interracial baby into it because every time somebody makes a child. So then that means you would have to bring that into the fold. That's the first thing. Number two, the reason that they had this kiss, I don't think it was anything about love or I love him or da-da-da-da. It was like, we're the only two Jedi. We're it.
So just like...
It's like, hey, look, it's like, I love you because we're the only two. We're the only two people on this earth that can relate. As much as I hate you,
not that can relate because there's other Force-sensitive people that we saw.
I'm talking about in their predicament.
Right now.
In their predicament, like their levels.
Yeah,
they're
she's
the only two people at their level.
They killed Snoke and they just he helped kill.
Yeah,
and they reviving each other and stuff. So it's like
they both brought balance to the Force, and it's like, yo, man, we did it. Hey, I'm alive. You're alive.
Like ever since the first movie, they've been tied to the hip. Even though if it was negative or positive, they was always tied to the hip. So it's like
they went through it together. Yeah,
you're due to one.
Yeah.
So it's
it's a show of respect. It's not like a show of like I love you, dog. Oh, dad, you dead. But it's like it's just respect.
Oh, dad, you dead.
It's like respect. Like when like samurais and ninjas fought, they like showed respect to their opponent.
Yeah, and they just them in the mouth.
Yeah.
Get them down.
Like you have a sword fight and you be like, you're where they opponent. Take your mask off.
Time to kiss you.
I'm gonna give you some respect.
I'm gonna give you some.
But I think it was like a lot of writing conflicts in the movie because you could tell that like what's his name? The black guy Poe and Finn and Poe, like they kept having that like teenager movie thing. Like there was like, oh, you like her, but you don't like her. Like they kept having like undertones of like why they were fighting, and then it's like y'all got separate chicks now.
No, I like that. No, I like that because since the first film, they kind of had like a lot of bro moments.
Yeah.
And now when we see it in the third film, it's like, yo, we've been riding together for a minute. Like doing all these one-off missions.
Together, we die together.
Yeah, so now they got banter. It's like, what you used to do? What you used to do? And then they, got like a little.
But it's like y'all start falling for the same chick, and then y'all both have your like your.
And then especially when he's like, I'm acting general, but I'm making you general. Oh, thank you by the way.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool too. Happiness about Lando. Are we happy about Lando? Are we like whatever?
I'm happy about Lando. He finally got shit back first of all.
Yeah, got his shit back.
And he ain't dead.
Shouts to L3.
He ain't dead.
He's the only one who made it out of this trilogy alive.
Oh, and Chewie.
Oh, Chewie, yeah, Chewie made it.
Oh, R2-D2 and.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm talking about like human characters. R2 always been around.
They put Lando in
here. Best droid.
R2 better never die. Like. I hope he got replacement batteries on deck. All that.
They put Lando in here to recapture fans that they lost along the way. They put him in there. They was like,
I say that's redemption too, though.
Maybe so, but it was definitely the cash factor. It was like, all right, we've lost a couple of people in our journey. Let's put him in. I'm being modest. But you lost people on the journey. You was like, if we throw him in here, I know we'll get a couple of back. We'll get a couple more people that we lost back.
And matter of fact,
just for the nostalgia.
Because honestly, I don't really know how many people really don't like Star Wars. Because Rotten Tomatoes isn't a perfect example of that. Because Rotten Tomatoes, they certify the critics that they want to certify. So they essentially control the voices that are categorized and then kind of like brought into their score as a whole. Mm-hmm. So it's not a full look at critics as a whole. And then Twitter doesn't really count about as like how many people hate your movie because Twitter is just for mean people anyway. So I might not be a good example.
Has a history of hating on sci-fi films and action films both. So if you got both, your score probably 15 right now.
Yeah,
I don't care how great your movie is.
Then another reason we knew they was gonna bring him back, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, but there's a lot of people that will like agree with me, is in the Solo movie, everybody was digging that Lando was in that movie. They were like caring more about Lando than Solo.
Honestly,
Solo, the
I think
Lando
people,
scenes was hot, man.
I honestly think people loved that because it was Gambino.
But it still brought face to the name.
Yeah,
and
but
the character.
Glover killed that role, and then
Glover
the fact that it was Glover was kind of like. Okay,
and then it was like, this is a Solo movie. Pay attention to Solo. It's like, whatever.
And the Calrissian Chronicles. Remember he was like recording the Calrissian Chronicles because he's going to write a book. It's like just stuff like that where it's like, yo, this movie. The thing I like about Solo, because Solo can be slow in some parts, but Solo shows how, even though he tries to act like he's all hard, how sentimental Han Solo really is. Mm-hmm. And we also get to see the fresh and clean Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that joke was nice. It was fun.
And we get to see Lando in his like original element. Mm-hmm. Like dude was straight balling, chilling at the table like.
He had mad capes.
Yo, his son had capes.
Yeah, he was lounged up in his like when he's playing cards. And,
and then he was like, thanks, baby. He was like, and homie was just chilling. Like, I was like, man, he is living the life right now. Even, he cheating at Sabak, but I mean, he was living the life.
Capes and stuff.
Even when Lando was in the disguise in the new movie, he was still fresh. If you noticed that.
Yeah, he took the helmet off. It was like.
He was like, oh, you like, in that Wakanda gear, you chilling, bro.
It's like, did you just change? Have you always done that?
Oh, speaking of that scene, that party where it was like doom 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 doom.
Oh yeah, they was
like
like Freedom Festival.
Yeah, it was like yo man, I was like yo, I love this. So, final thoughts.
I liked it.
Liked it. 2 thumbs up.
Yo, I liked it. I had fun watching this. I've seen it twice now. I had fun watching it. This movie, like I said, brings that closure. It gives you that closure you need.
I like the bro moments.
Yeah, bro moments.
Like they sneak him in. It's like, oh man, thanks. Yeah.
And then you get that kind of moment again when they're running away from the TIE fighters and like light skipping or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like that's something brand new that we've never seen before. Like that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like going through like Mustafar and like Coruscant,
just like a period.
It was just like mad time. Like, it was cool. I thought that was really fun the way they played that. Bro moments are on point. The Force moments are crazy. And then seeing Ben sort of redeemed, but not being able to be heroic was kind of cool too. Mm-hmm. You got kind of a little bit of column A and column B. Yeah. So I'm down with that. So would you guys recommend it?
I recommend it. If you like Star Wars and you're not a stickler for random, like if you're not just jumping on like the hate train just to hate it, like if there's actually things that you didn't like about the past movies, yeah. Cool, stick with that. That could be your opinion. But if you can actually watch the last 2 films and be entertained, I highly recommend it.
You?
I recommend it, but I also put an asterisk beside it because it's gonna make you sad for the sole fact that it's gonna make you want more. Like they fumbled a lot through the new movies that they made, but they really brought it on with this movie. So when you see it, you're like, dang.
But we got more coming.
But we gotta wait for it.
Star Wars coming. Star Wars coming. Star Wars coming. Star Wars coming.
Yeah, there's one more episode of The Mandalorian next week.
Yeah, we got a new one this week. Mm-hmm. Finale next week. And yeah, that's it. That's
my Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, yo. Baby Yoda. So guys, from us to you, thank you for chilling with us. To my left, CeeBrown.
Yo, woo-ha flavor, we always up in here. NERDSoul Gaming, just catch us when we be out here.
And to my right, KAIZER.
Yep.
NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. Hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs down, and I'm going to send Kylo right after you. And you know it's not going to be good because he's going to have to haunt you. Yeah, and you don't want that. So guys, thank you so much. We love y'all, sunshine faces, and peace.